2, 1. Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Sanibel Captiva Guide podcast. This one is going to be a little bit different. Normally we're concentrating on the islands of Sanibel and Captiva, but
we're going further afield today.
Further afield, there's lots of things to explore on Sanibel and Captiva and the surrounding areas. But if you wanted to venture a little bit further, there's plenty of barrier islands that are worth a look. And we
Absolutely.
did make a couple of videos about those islands. One of them is Picnic Island, and the other one is
Black Skimmer Island.
Black Skimmer Island, and I would thoroughly recommend a trip out to them. There's plenty of different ways to get to the different islands. Let's talk about Picnic Island first. Where is that located, Laurie?
That is about 2 miles, or about a mile, I think, from Sanibel. I guess Max is pulling up
Here's
the map here.
the map. So
you can see the causeway.
The causeway
is coming across the water there, and then the red dot is where Picnic Island is located.
So as you come across the causeway onto the island, you'll look over to your right, and it's
Fort
about
Myers.
and you can
Sanibel.
actually see it from the first island to your right hand side, and it's a great little island. It's got a little beach on there, a little cove. It is surrounded by shallow water, so you got to know how to get in there.
Yeah.
It's a great place you can actually kayak to across from the causeway. Obviously, just pick your day. But I think it's one of the few places in Lee County where you can actually have an open fire.
That's correct.
But obviously you'd have to pick your day because it's pretty busy there on the weekends. So
Right.
I think Max has had some experience on Picnic Island. Is that right, Max?
Yeah. So here's Picnic Island in our video. So if you look where that tent is right on the island, we actually set up our own tent and camped there. So it's, Mom, I believe you know the answer to this. It's one of the only places you can camp and have a campfire without a permit or
That's correct.
renting out a spot.
Yeah.
So me and my friends packed up a bunch of gear, some coolers full of water, and went out there for the night, built a fire.
How are the
And-
bugs?
The bugs were pretty awful.
Really?
Yeah, we had to all wear long sleeves, but I had a tent, fortunately. My friend Tom slept on the bow of the boat, and he was bitten to crap. Right out in that waterway right there, where those boats are, is where we were docked. Had a fire, hung out, watched the sunset.
And you brought your own firewood?
Yep, brought our own firewood. Once the sunset, we actually took a walk around the outside of the island. And that was only like 15 minutes, and it's shallow enough to just walk.
Yeah, it's about waist deep, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like, and just there's plenty of space for multiple people to camp out there.
Were you the only people on the island?
Yeah. So
You
when
and
we
your
got
friends?
there around 5, there was probably 3 boats, and then the sun started setting, and we were the last people there by the time the sun set. And we had free reign of the entire island, like the Wild Boys.
Very cool.
It was awesome.
But then you did come back, and you were looking a bit worse for wear. I think you all slept the whole rest of the day.
Yeah, we didn't sleep much. Definitely not.
Yeah.
It was very fun though.
But one thing to know, it's actually not a real island. Did you know that?
It's a shell
I didn't know.
island.
Nope.
It's not a shell island. It's shale island. Shale?
Nope.
Nope.
What's the word
It's
for it?
basically an island that was made from digging the channels.
Right, it's called
that
a
goes through the
spoil.
middle.
A spoil island.
A
That's
spoil
right.
island.
Leftover land. I tried to find when it was built, and I could not find it anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know either. So basically, when they dug the channels for the boat channels, they would pile up the debris, I guess, or
The waste,
the waste, and make these islands for recreation.
And wildlife, I guess.
Yeah, and
Birds and
wildlife.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you do decide to go by boat, make sure you check a chart, because as you come up to it, the obvious way to approach it is super, super shallow, and you will run aground. So you have to basically do a big loop around away from the island. There's a huge sandbar there, so you will run aground. So just be aware of that if you're taking your own boat.
I was on my way back in from Sanibel the other day, and we tried to go back behind Picnic Island to escape the wind. Actually, right there, right here where this boat is, and you can see where this sand comes in. And we were coming from this left side, and we literally came this close to running aground.
Yeah.
Like we started hitting some land, and I just punch it through there just to get onto this other side of open water. It was super sketchy, and especially because the weather was really bad. But we ended up getting out.
That's good.
Yeah.
So just punching through it is probably not the best thing to do.
We'll talk about that later.
Right.
Yeah, especially on my boat. Thanks.
You're welcome.
But yeah, so that's a super cool island. Definitely, it's a popular spot for locals during the weekend, especially on Sundays. You get a lot of people there just rafting up and playing music. Grilling
We've been
out.
there before where they have like a rope tied in the tree. I don't know if that's still there.
Yeah, that
Was
swing.
that there?
I haven't seen it in a while. It was there when I was camping there, but that was about a year ago.
Yeah.
Right. So kids would swing off the rope, and there's some driftwood to hang out on. I guess it changes all the time. Depends on what you find.
Yeah, so basically, if you were coming from the Caloosahatchee River, you'd head out all the way towards Sanibel, and that...
Dead straight.
Yeah, it's dead straight, and then Picnic Island is on your left as you... Or on your, I guess, on your south as you're heading out.
Any given sunny day, you'll see multiple boats out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then just after that, it's a bit of a navigational point because just after that is where you turn north if you were going to go up the intercoastal if you
or towards Pine Island
or up towards
North Cap
Grand and all that sort of area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then so check that video out on our YouTube channel. We'll put a link in the description below. And then we did do one other a video about a different island. And what's that island?
That one's called Black Skimmer Island. It's a place we like to visit at sunset, and it's non-inhabited. You can't actually go on the island. It's protected, and it's where all the birds come in to roost in the evening. So it's spectacular.
Yeah,
really.
we're very fortunate. We live on the Caloosahatchee, a little bit further up, and we like to take our boat out at sunset. And it's one of the spots we go to. So we go through what's called the Miserable Mile. And then on your right-hand side is Black Skimmer Island. And if you just anchor up there, you've got the sunsets behind it. And can you pull it up there, Max?
Yep, I'm pulling it up right.
And it's just a roosting place for thousands of birds. And as the sun comes down, it just the sky gets black with all the birds coming in to roost for the night. It's a spectacular sight.
Yeah, so here's Black Skimmer Island. So
right, you can see
right
the causeway
there,
again.
And there's the causeway
across.
Again. There's Picnic Island back over here. One of those. And then, right
Black
there.
Skimmer's right there.
Yep. So it's just before Picnic Island as you're coming out of the Caloosahatchee.
It's just so peaceful just to anchor your boat and you just float and you watch the birds come in and the sunsets
And it's a protected area, so you can't look out for the white markers, and you can't go any closer than the white markers. But there's always white pelican, and I guess depending on time of year, but
right.
different birds, different times of the year. But
funnily enough, not many black skimmers, I don't think.
No,
I don't know why.
Never seen a black skimmer there.
No.
I'm not sure if that was something when they originally came there. When they first made the island, I don't know.
Right, I don't know either.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite videos we have. It's so cool to see them all start roosting along with all the sunset. It's such a cool sight. The sunset's cool enough as it is, but then you add all the birds flocking in, just like in hundreds, like packs of hundreds. It is insane.
That's our boat.
Yep, that's our boat. And there you can see a swarm of birds over top. It's literally like a swarm of mosquitoes, but it's full-size birds.
Right.
And
it's insane.
Right. Kind of like that. You can actually also get there, but there is a private charter boat or a public charter boat.
Right. Adventures in Paradise, I think, runs one out of...
is that from Lighthouse?
Yes.
So there's a restaurant called the Lighthouse Restaurant, which is on Summerlin Road, off the island, but just barely off the island. And they do a nightly tour out there. They just go past it very quickly, but they do a sunset tour and it does go past there. So,
and you can also kayak out to both of these islands. Picnic Island's closer. This one's a little farther, but
this one's a little farther, and
there you can see the sun setting even more.
You do have to go across the channel, quite a major channel. So, just if that one's probably more for the expert.
Definitely.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely. It can be done.
It can be done, but it's not far from the causeway in a boat, though. If you wanted to go.
I have a list of birds here. So it has cormorants, white ibis, gray egrets, brown pelicans, and then white pelicans in the winter, and then occasionally some bald eagles.
Oh, cool.
So all of those are there almost every night, which I think is really freaking cool.
Yeah.
I agree.
Awesome. So, definitely check those out. We got some good ideas for podcasts coming up, and if you know of anybody that would like to join us on the podcast, we're always looking for people.
Hit us up.
And please do leave some comments down below if things you'd like to hear about, or if there's anything in particular you want to see. We're going to be doing more on the islands. We just did a working trip to Usapa last week, and we're out there quite a bit, which is a private island. So we've got enough video footage in the bag to do a film about that.
Yep, and Cabbage Key.
And Cabbage Key, and there's another island which we can't mention yet because it's pretty special that we filmed last week. Right. So there's going to be a lot more boating content coming up. So make sure you keep tuned in. Yeah.
So Mom, you have a book for us?
I do. Lori's Book Club.
Lori's Book Club. Just book of the week.
Sweet little book. It's called How to Live on an Island.
Show us camera 4.
See it?
Up here. Yep. You can see that.
And that's written by Sandy Gingras. So I found it on Amazon, but I'm not sure if the local bookstores at Jeans or Macintosh Book have it, but I just think it's just super sweet. And I'm going to have Nick read a passage from it in his sexy English voice.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hear it.
This one here.
Okay. This has been, I didn't know this was coming. Sometimes life seems like a hurricane, hurrying us and swirling us along too fast. An island for me is a still point. It's like the eye of the hurricane, except an island's eye is lazy, probably closed, taking a nap in the sun, letting life just sink in. An island never lets us forget the great value of doing nothing.
Yeah. That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, very nice.
How adorable.
Yeah, and it just has sweet pictures, like things you should do on an island. Listen in on shells. Sugar yourself with sand.
Oh, that is so sweet.
It's so sweet, isn't it? Cultivate quiet. And the last, and the last one, very apt for Sanibel. Put living things back.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so just a sweet little book. I love the pictures and the sentiment. How to live on an island.
Perfect. All right, we got one last segment.
Go for
our
it.
favorite trivia.
I think I've been winning every time.
You have.
But she was out. Where was she before while we were setting up the studio, Max? Out on the porch. Actually,
studying for trivia.
For the test, for the trivia.
I'm not shocked at all. She's been doing it every time.
I know.
All right.
I just like to learn.
So our first question is about Picnic Island, a man-made island. How many acres of land is Picnic Island? Closest wins.
It doesn't help to move the bell. You're not going to win any.
Picnic Island. How many acres?
You're holding the bell.
How many acres?
I'm going for under an acre.
I would say 2.
No, it must be acres because you're asking a question.
I'm asking how many acres
I'm going to say 3.
3? Mom, you said 2?
Yep.
It's actually 7.4.
Yes.
So Dad gets the point. 1-0 Dad.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. And I was close.
So you both can get this one right.
Would you stop holding the bell?
It's a competitive edge. So obviously we've talked, there's plenty of islands in the area. In the Lee County area, Fort Myers, Sanibel area, how many barrier and coastal islands are there?
Oh, gosh. There's got to be... Lee and Collier?
Sanibel, Fort Myers area.
Oh. 30. I think that's low, though.
Where does it include Collier as well?
No.
So just Lee County and
Sanibel, Fort Myers, Captiva area.
I'm going. You said 30?
Yeah.
I'm going less than.
Answer.
25. No, I'm actually going less. I'm going 20.
You're both wrong. There's over 100.
Okay, I thought
there's over 100. Yeah. Think of every little picnic island. You pass more than 20 just to get to Picnic Island from our house.
That's true.
If you think about it.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Well, I went.
Dad 1-0
on that one.
All right.
No, I was closer.
No, I think I was.
But the answer was 100 plus.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to give you.
But I was closer on the plus part.
No, you said 20. I said 30.
Okay. Mom gets the point. 1-1.
Thank you. Here's
the tiebreaker. The first to name 3 public marinas on Sanibel and Captiva.
Okay, I've got McCarthy's Marina, I've got Sanibel Marina, which is on Yachtsman Drive. And then I've also got, it's on Sanibel and Captiva.
Yep.
And then there's also the marina at South Seas Island Resort.
Is that public?
And then, or you can go Jensen's Marina, which is public.
I don't know if you get the point because you said South Seas.
Right.
That's not a public marina.
Jensen's, McCarthy's, and Sanibel. Ding, ding, ding.
I said
Okay, you guys both get the point. 2-2 today. You guys draw. All right, that's it.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks very much for joining us. Have a fantastic weekend, and please check back. And like I said before, make sure you let us know what you want to see. And thanks very much. I'm Nick.
I'm Lori.
I'm Max.
Have a great weekend. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, great episode. Thanks very much, everybody. I just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors. We got GatorBites Taylor now, right across the causeway. Perfect place to get gator. We've also got Breakaway Vacations, one of the best booking agents on the island. And also we have Spoondrift Island Bowls, one of our favourite places to get to go lunch. So check those places out, show them some love. Thanks very much, and we'll see you on the next one.